So all these different supplements between the like for me personally, I had a lot of skin problems. My skin used to be dry. I always used to always have a dry eye problem. So you can imagine when I was before I had LASIK surgery in my late 20s, I had to wear contacts. And when you have dry eyes and you have contacts and you blink, they would fold up on you if you're out partying, having a good time, and you blink and you're talking to a girl and you're going, ah, and you got to go to the bathroom, or sometimes it falls out of your eye and it's dark and you can't see it anywhere. And those were some of the things I had to deal with. But, drinking the juice, it moisturizes your eyes, your skin. It makes you feel better if you're tired. It wakes you up. It's great to counteract if you get a hangover because it's really just body chemistry. And like what I used to do back in the day when I was in my 20s and my drinking prime is that I typically would drink beer. But after every 2 beers, I would usually have like a full glass of water and pound that. I'd have to pee a lot, but that would keep me from getting too dehydrated and getting a bad hangover. And then when I got into the juicing and the smoothies and all those things, it just that and the salts, and then doing weight training and doing cardio, even though it's the last thing you want to do when you have a hangover, which obviously you guys have never had to experience that yet, but eventually in the future when you get to experience the joy of a hangover, all these things will counteract that stuff. And so you can minimize and cure the symptoms. So like for me, I was never able to breathe through both nasal passages. It wasn't until I was like 31, 32 when I added the juice to it and some of the other supplements that my nasal passages opened up all the way and I could breathe through them. I didn't have to use nose spray anymore. And that was it was so nice. Also not getting sick, not having to deal with runny noses or colds or hay fever or allergies. It was pretty awesome.
And the pH salts, the protein powder, and the emergency, I kind of go back and forth with putting the salts in the protein powder and then putting the salts in the emergency. It's kind of a weird taste because it's like you're drinking salty chocolate milk with the protein powder, but it's very like fulfilling and it gives you like the protein you need that like I, for instance, don't usually get in my meals. I don't really eat a lot of protein in my day. Only when I go to Chick-fil-A and eat some fried chicken, but that's not even that good for you at all. So it's nice to have that protein powder to kind of supplement that protein that I need. And the emergency is usually something I used to drink when I was sick, but you don't have to be sick to drink it. You can drink it anytime and it's good for you. But if you are feeling sick, like I would definitely suggest drinking this because it is a lifesaver. It will get you right back on your feet. It'll give you all the vitamins you need to like get better and feel healthier.
Yeah, 2 to 3 packets a day I found with the salts is great for like when you feel a scratchy throat or a cold coming on. It helps to neutralize all that stuff. Because when you get a runny nose and a cold, whether it's snot or mucus, that's one of the ways that your body binds up toxins and gets them out of the body. And so when you get enough of the minerals in there, then you can neutralize those acids, and it doesn't have to come out through your nose and mucus. It can come out the normal urination and defecation way.
Yeah. And the nuts, we've been eating like almonds, pistachios, macadamia nuts, walnuts.
Yep, walnuts.
I don't know, a lot of different types of nuts.
Pecans.
Not peanuts, sadly, my favorite nut, but it's okay.
A lot of carcinogenic fungi in peanuts.
Peanuts aren't that good for you, but that's why I like them the most, of course. But the nuts, like, I'm such a snacker at night. I hate to say it, but I love, like, going into the pantry and finding a snack to eat while I watch my show or do my homework. And, like, the nuts and the apples have kind of just been, like, why go for the Cheez-Its when you could go for, like, these healthy nuts that taste good? They're salted, so you get, like, that, like, sweet, salty. And then apples, I love apples. So all together, like, it just kind of supplements, like, the snacks I would usually eat. Not saying I don't still eat them, but I'd eat them less than I did before because I have these nuts and these apples to kind of substitute. And what Corey was telling me, the apples kind of act as like a sponge in your body to like suck up all the toxins. So apples are a lot better for you than you probably think they are. So go to the store, buy yourself a red apple. What are they, Honey Crisp?
The red delicious apple when they're in season, not when they're kind of mushy.
Yeah.
Like usually like around September was when those are really good and the freshest. Or the Fuji apples or Fuji or Fiji.
I think it's
apples.
either way.
Those are great, but like what Edgar Casey said in one of his readings was for 3 days in a row, you have water and apples, and then after the third day, you'll have cleansed all the toxins out of your body. I've done that before where you have lots of apples, and you can feel your skin literally will get softer because it's literally, I don't know what the property is. I mean, you know the old rhyme, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of truth in that, and if you have 2 to 3 of those, especially if you're not feeling that well, you'll notice it in your skin.
I bet that's got to be hard to eat apples for 3 days straight.
It's
I don't
not
know if
easy.
I could do that. Yeah,
it's not easy. It's just like doing a juice cleanse, or doing colonics, and you got to discipline yourself because you want to eat something.
Yeah, I bet the juice cleanse is hard too because there's a lot of days that I go and I wake up and I don't eat until like 5 p.m. And by 5, I'm feeling dizzy and like I've had water obviously, but I haven't eaten. And I don't know how you can juice cleanse for like a week straight and not get any food. Like that's crazy to me. Maybe that's my next step in the journey, but it's probably got to be hard to just drink juice for a whole week.
Yeah. Well, you're drinking 3 or 4 throughout the day.
And
you're doing protein powder.
You got to feel
and
like
stuff.
awful and dizzy. Like you
the
have to.
The first 3 days, 4 days, you feel kind of crappy, but like the 5th, 6th, 7th day, you start to feel pretty good and euphoric, and you're not really that hungry. And then you slowly work yourself back into eating solid food, but you definitely notice a difference.
I got to try that one day.
It's
just
hard.
To see.
It's hard.
But it's got to be like that good tasty juice. Like I need like a sweet juice, like different types.
You can do like watermelon because watermelon detoxes the liver.